Aquarius, January 21st to February 18th, they prioritize spending time with you. Aquariuses are known for being aloof when it comes to love and commitment. They tend to do everything in their power to seem as detached and unconcerned as possible. They are also notorious workaholics, so it's easy for them to create the image of chillin' CAREFREE, even when that is absolutely not the case. When an Aquarius cares about you in all sincerity, they care about you. Their focus on you is almost like a lightning rod. It's so sharp and unexpected, you are at once amazed and almost overwhelmed. Aquariuses are objectively the least confusing potential partners. If they aren't interested, you'll know. If they are, you'll know. Aries, March 21st to April 19th, they complement you. When an Aries really loves you, it's in no small part because they are inspired by you. They think you're smart, they think you're interesting, they value your perspective on life. Generally, Aries think that they are the smartest people that they know, or the wisest, or coolest, or most talented, and it's not because they are vain, it's because they have evidence to back that belief up. What they crave is someone who will inspire and motivate them. It's not that they are in love with every person they admire a lot, but if you're on the fence trying to figure out whether or not an Aries has feelings for you, take this into consideration. Cancer, June 22nd to July 22nd, they get awkward. Cancers are not awkward people generally, which is why it's a huge flag if they start to act kind of shy or uncertain around you. Cancers are that lethal mix of emotional and too self-aware, which means that before they really put themselves out on a limb and let you know that they are interested, they are going to be doing everything they can to get a feel for you. This, combined with the fact that when Cancers feel something more strongly than usual, they typically don't know what to do with all of their feels and just end up making some weird joke and then quietly laughing until they cry. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 20th, they seem unsure of themselves. The phrase unsure of self is probably one of the last that is ever associated with a Capricorn, but when their secret feelings are involved, things get tricky. They become almost intimidated by the object of their desire and end up acting a bit uneasy, something that's totally out of character for them. Capricorns are inherently reserved individuals, and that is never as obvious as when their most vulnerable feelings are involved. Even after their initial nerves subside, it's not uncommon for many Capricorns to have relationships with people who they think are better than them, and that wanes on their confidence after some time. Gemini, May 22nd to June 21st, they want to do anything to take care of you. One of the most overlooked traits of Geminis is that they are actually extremely giving, loving, selfless people. Their joy is making other people happy in life. You know that a Gemini loves you when they want to cook you dinner, throw you a party, call you at 6 p.m. to see how your day went. Geminis are low-key the best partners ever, and they are kind like this to everyone they care about. It just gets dialed up 10 notches when there are romantic feelings involved too. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd, they just act like you're already together. It's generally pretty rare for a Leo to be afraid to tell you that they like you. Actually, they are probably used to having other people confess feelings to them most of the time, so though this probably isn't a common occurrence, Leos exude confidence when it comes to relationships. Even if they aren't saying it explicitly, watch how they act. Don't be surprised if a Leo changes their Facebook status one day to in a relationship and just tells you that it's what you are now because it's what you've been. 10/10 Leo move. Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd, they put you under a spell. If a Libra is too afraid to tell you that they like you, they will instead try to overwhelm you with charm to the point that you are so smitten, you have to make the first move. For being as confident and loving as they are, Libras are slow when it comes to romance. They like to be courted and flattered and prefer to put in the work of making you fall in love with them so that they don't have to be the ones looking vulnerable. A Libra that likes you is one who is doing their best to make themselves seem attractive to you. It's a little backwards, but it's true. Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. They talk to you incessantly. The real way a Pisces shows interest is by channeling their feelings into some kind of artful expression, but that's not what you're going to see on the surface when trying to determine whether or not one is into you. What you are going to see, however, is someone who wants to spend as much time with you as they can, and whom will go out of their way to make excuses to do just that as often as they can. They will talk to you about nothing and everything, send memes and 3 a.m. texts and probably handwritten letters. A Pisces who wants to communicate with you a lot is a Pisces who is into you. Trust. Sagittarius, November 23rd to December 21st. They make sarcastic jokes. Sagittarians have a dry sense of humor, and they aren't amazing when it comes to having an overabundance of emotions. The way they deal with being in love is just by, well, making jokes about it and teasing you. This is how they learn about you and feel that they are having fun with you. They'll become more playful as the relationship goes on, and you'll discover that the priority of a Sagittarius in love isn't getting you to commit as much as it is getting to know you, and they're going to do that through experience. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 22nd. They ask questions. Scorpio's weird way of inquiring about your life and where you stand on things is to ask approximately 1 million questions without really revealing too much about themselves in the process. Where were you last week? What does your mom do? What do you think about politics? Why are people the worst? Overly inquisitive Scorpios are highly interested Scorpios who are still too afraid of being rejected to come out and tell you how they feel. Taurus, April 20th to May 21st. They make sure everyone knows that you are close. Tauruses love fiercely, and they love hard. Once you're in their circle, you're in for life. They take their friendships very seriously and are very loyal. That only intensifies when it comes to romantic love. If a Taurus acts almost protective of you or seems to always want people to know that you're together, it's because they care about you a lot. This is one of the least well-known and yet most common signs that a Taurus has strong feelings for someone, or really, anything. How closely and protectively they keep it in their lives. Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. They try to play it too cool. When a Virgo likes you, their instinct to make everything seem overwhelmingly chill goes into overdrive. This is until their facade ultimately crumbles and they start crying and revealing everything they've been obsessively thinking and feeling about you for the past weeks and months. But until that point, a Virgo is your best buddy. They are the cool friend in the group. They are not going to let off how strange they actually are until they know that they can trust you. Until then, ride it out.